Welcome, dear friends of the free world. So, this is part 2 of Kuver's 8-hour strategy on the 4 hours. And we kind of left off here, and we haven't discussed the stop loss if the trade goes against us. And I think we will explore this to some extent today. So let's see. And also there's a little something which I should mention here, that okay, so the price breaks through all of these, and you see actually there are 3 of my take profits here. So to make sure that I don't lose too much of my profits, I should actually put 2 take profits up here and rest of them down here. Okay, so my average sale would be somewhere around here. Okay, so now we're waiting for the next setup. And this is a bit of a tricky one actually. So we still don't have the crossing. We have the little bit of a reversal divergence here. Could be argued, because we have the break of the Kijun, the S13 and the trend, that it could be an entry. Okay, but as for now, as the strategy stands, the T should cross the K. And what's that? Oh, that's just a percentage marker that I make here in the preparation. And so I think that's the point, right, where we get the break here on this candle. So would be like a little bit difficult to say where in the candle actually the break occurs. So actually here in this candle already they're kind of broken. So you could say entry should be as soon as we break the high of this candle. There you could put your entry, I would say. And we will discuss the stop loss in a second, or we can discuss it here already. This is basically designed to be a no-loss strategy. So in case the price would go against us, we wouldn't put a stop directly under the 34. Of course, you can do that, but it would be, how much would that be? That would be a 7.38% loss. And you know, sometimes they do this very nasty wicks and then they go in your direction and you're like really pissed. So for this matter, really you have to consider your position size and your account size, of course. So if you trade with a 1x and the price goes a lot against you, it's already a bit dangerous. I will show some calculations on that a little bit later. So, but let's for now assume we play with the 1x, okay? No leverage really. So goes in the right direction. And also we have to consider if we should put some take profits or not, and when and where. But I will let the price move a little bit further. So that was actually the highest point of this move here. And then the price goes exactly where was our entry and where I would usually put my stops. So that would be like pretty, how to say, frustrating in a sense. So there are 2 options. For example, option would be to put 1 quarter here to make the trade profitable, and to take another quarter profit basically at break even. And of course, you know, you could take another profit here. And maybe keep 1 quarter open. Bam. There you have it. Now, the question is this. Would you leave 1 quarter open? Would you close everything? Or, you know, maybe even leave the whole position open? There are different options to that, and I'm still playing around with some ideas. Because, you know, that's the tricky thing. The market makers, they sometimes do these things just to kick everyone out and then go in your direction without any further divergence to enter again. So what do we have here? We have almost a class C, but not exactly. So then you may be waiting for your divergence and it never comes. So goes down again. Do we have a divergence? 41.9. 41.9. Not yet. No divergence. And it's a bit not really visible here, but there is no divergence underneath there. Still no divergence and no break. There is actually one other rule that I'm considering, is that when they are both above the S13, then they don't need to cross for entry. So that's actually one of my conditions. So I would re-add, depending how much I closed of my previous position, either the full, the half, or the 3/4 at this break where the Tenkan crosses the S13. Okay, because I mean, it's nasty. We didn't get the divergence and they kick you out of your position more or less, so you can re-enter more or less at the same level. And there we have the super trend break, green, and here we go. And you know, so the question is, where do you move your stops and when do you set a stop? So I have some rules for that, obviously, too. So actually, my condition is to not set a stop unless the RSI crosses over the 70 or the stochastic RSI goes into extreme, or the S13 goes 10% above the entry level. So here was of the price, actually, the entry of the position. So in this case, where would that be? Something around this level. So let's see. Actually, we could put a stop already because the stochastic RSI is in the extreme. And so we would put a stop here and another. Probably because they're all together, we could put half position stop here. So doubles up. La, la, la. It's always a bit tricky with these arrows. And the rest quarter here. Trying to be a bit fast, so not so accurate, you know. So you see, again, now we have the S13 and the super trend also above the 10%, and the RSI is nearing the 70 range break too. So of course we move the stops up, you know. We move the stops up. Oh Lord. So probably there would be a double because there are two lines together, and here would be maybe the next quarter, and the rest, the last quarter, would be down here. Move a little bit further. Okay, always move the stops up. Okay. Here. Oh Lord. One quarter here. Or maybe half here, because we have two lines up here. Half here. One quarter here. No, actually, at this point you could even argue to make it 4, but this is not above the 10% yet, so we still keep it 3. And yeah, I think like this would be good. RSI went to extreme. Let's see, 10%. Okay, the trade went into 42% profit, if that's the same, if I take it from the bottom. But anyway, something like that. This stop gets moved up here. This stop, yeah, I think second stop. Oh Lord. Can put here. Third stop here. And by now I would put the fourth stop at the 21. So the average profit would be around here. Actually, we can drag this one up. That will be more accurate. 24%. At this point, well, it goes a bit further. Yeah, so here again you have to consider you have two lines together. If you want to put another one here, keep one quarter maybe here. There you go. Nice one. So nice. Maybe one here. Two at this one. Don't put them too close together. 3. And the fourth quarter here would give us an average of 36%. Oh my God, what a nice trade. So much profit. Bam. So one quarter close here. We're already getting some divergence, but that's not one that we want to take. So we still have 3/4 of our trade open. Now, where do you move your stop? Do you move another quarter to the S13? I would say so. Poof. Oh well, yeah, that's the major run here. I already see this big thing here. Bam. Second quarter closed above here, like there. And this one is still going. And this one is also still going. So you have half the position left. And it's coming down nicely. Yeah, there it would be a little bit sad if you had it directly, but you know, I would always put it a little bit like this under the line, not directly on the line, of course, because you know, if they just tag the line, then you will be mad at yourself taking the profit there. Yeah, unless it curves down, then you know. So, do we have a divergence in play? 41.19. Let's see. Not exactly yet. Maybe we'll still get it. Here we have a rebreak coming. Would be considerable to add to the previous position, of which we have half left. So yeah, I think we could add half to the position. So let's see. We are at average 58% gain, and we would enter here, and so our average position would be still below the 34. I don't do the calculation now, but kind of get the idea. So yeah, I would re-add half of my size here. Actually, we could re-add it at the break of the S13 here, because they are both above, or when this comes above here. That's the point. A little bit earlier. Add half of the position back here. Then you can close your first quarter here. Actually, yeah, that's the question. You know, I didn't, you know, plan this, where to take your profits here, because I mean, your position is still somewhere down there, and yeah, definitely there should be a take profit here. Doesn't make much sense to take it here. Maybe even take half size profit here under. Well, if it goes under, let's see. That would be tight call. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I think I would put my stops like this, and they will both get tagged. Maybe I would leave one quarter open, close one quarter here, half here, and leave one quarter open, maybe, just to stay in the play. Yeah, so do we have our divergence? Yeah, there we have our divergence, and the play game starts again. So any questions, comments, welcome, and see you in the next video.